Since 2003, we already established 240 national geoparks, and 37 of them are the member of Global Geopark Network, which means it is number one among all of the countries who have the member of Global Geopark Network. And interpretation system in these national parks, it is a big job, and we started to establish the interpretation system for them since 2004, from the beginning of the national geoparks. And in the parks, we it's initiated by the Ministry of Land Resources, and we have the regulation for the interpretation in these geoparks, and for the interpretation of interpreters, for the website exhibition, for the brochures and publications, for the multimedias, and they all have the regulation for that, but not so strict. Later we developed the national standard for interpretation system for Chinese national parks, which is also referred to the national geoparks, and including the website exhibition, the interpretation, and interpretive writing actually. And we also have the training for the interpreters in the geoparks. It is not regularly to be held, but it has several times a year from the national government, also from the local government. As a researcher in the university, I participate a lot of trainings, and we give the training to the interpreters, about how to speak to the public, how to speak to the different age groups, and how to write the words, write the interpretive writing, and the interpretive skills, when they are working. Also, we also train the park managers how to develop the interpretive planning, how to choose a good interpretive consultant or consulting companies. And we also have the courses in universities to provide opportunity for them to do the internship in the parks, and many of them to do the intern during the summer vacation and winter vacation, and helps the geoparks to have a better interpretation in their parks, and it really works. And from 2 years ago, the Chinese government began the reform about the protect area system. And in the former time, we have the national parks, we have the scenic spots, forest park, geoparks, protect areas, and in many cases, they are just a piece of land by different names and managed by the different administration. But now the situation changed. They all goes under Ministry of Nature Resources, and then on the local level, they all goes to the local administration for the nature resources, which means geoparks and the forest parks and scenic spots and water conservative areas goes under one administration. So which means the interpretation system will be standard. And we just developed the national standard of interpretation system for national parks, also including the geoparks, scenic spots, protected area. So when these standards came out, I think it will be a big impact about interpretation in Chinese geoparks, national parks, and forest parks, etc. So it will be a milestone for the development of interpretation in Chinese parks.